This video isn't about judging you. It's about bringing awareness to the stuff that's low-key killing your mental health and showing you small ways to get unstuck. Micro-habits are the tiny things you do almost automatically, like grabbing your phone the moment you wake up, or scrolling through Instagram late night even when you're exhausted. Chances are you're watching this in bed late at night. Imagine your mind is a garden. Every thought, every habit is a seed you plant. Some seeds grow into beautiful flowers like hope, joy, energy. But some seeds? They grow into weeds like anxiety, sadness, depression. And I'm not talking about rolling up, I mean those tiny habits that sneak up on you. You know how we just takes over if you don't keep an eye on it? Same with these micro habits, they seem chill at first, but do them every day and suddenly you're stuck. It's kinda like when you keep saying, I'll clean my room later, but later turns into, well, how the heck am I even gonna clean this mess now? That's exactly how these tiny habits work. You ignore them, and suddenly you're stuck with a problem way bigger than you thought. Don't worry, we are gonna talk about how you can start pulling those weeds out, one small habit at a time. 1. Doom scrolling. Your brain isn't Wi-Fi. Stop refreshing it like it is. These habits aren't huge dramatic events. They're more like slow drips that flood your mental landscape with stress, self-doubt, and isolation. Think about waking up and jumping straight into TikTok. Your brain is like a sponge soaking up information, but instead of refreshing water, it's absorbing comparison, negativity, and noise. That's the kind of water that grows weeds. I understand. We live in a world where being offline feels almost impossible. Social media is like this constant river of filtered realities and highlight reels. And guess what? When you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, it's like planting a seed of insecurity right in your garden. That little feeling of I'm not enough? It grows when you doom scroll, when you refresh your feed looking for validation or distraction. The thing is, we don't see the fails, the breakdowns, or the 10 takes it took to get that one perfect photo. We see the final product, not the process. 2. Revenge. Bedtime. Procrastination. Sleep is not a negotiable side quest. When you only see people winning, smiling, glowing, achieving, it starts to mess with your head. You begin to think you're the only one struggling. Like, everyone else has their life together, and you're just behind. For example, have you ever stayed up way too late just scrolling, telling yourself, just one more video, and suddenly it's 3 a.m. and your phone's about to die, but you still haven't even moved? Yeah, twin, I see you. That's not just bad time management. That's something called revenge. Bedtime. Procrastination. It's when your brain feels so overwhelmed with school, work, social pressure, expectations, and then the only time you feel like you actually own your life is at night. So you stay up. You scroll. You binge. You delay sleep like it's your one form of rebellion. It's your way of saying, this is my time. No one can take this from me. Yeah, girl, slay. The art of self-sabotage. So here's the catch. That temporary freedom? It comes at a cost. 3. Emotional isolation. Sending memes isn't emotional communication. So yeah, you hit that. What's the point? Eat, work, sleep, scroll, repeat. Life feels like a never-ending loading screen. They said adulting would be hard, but they didn't mention the part where you lose your spark just trying to survive the week. You start to feel like a background character in your own life. No main character arc, no plot twist, just vibes and deadlines. But then you see that one reel that's like, romanticize the process. And you roll your eyes a little, but low-key? They might be onto something. Because maybe the point isn't to escape the cycle. Maybe it's to shift how you see it. Maybe it's lighting a candle while you study. Making your sad little lunch look aesthetic. Taking a 5-minute walk and pretending you're in a coming-of-age movie. It's not delusion, it's survival with style. You're not faking joy, you're planting it. One tiny romanticized moment at a time. And those moments? That's how you start watering the flowers instead of the weeds. If you think that's stupid, how about this? Even though we're connected 24/7, a lot of us feel more alone than ever. You're hard reacting to stories but ghosting your friends in real life. You're sending memes instead of saying, I'm actually not okay.
Trallallero trallallà.
Just classic brain rot hours. And the thing about weeds? They love isolation. Because no one can pull them out. 4. Physical neglect. You're not a plant, but you kinda are. Water yourself. Your garden's health isn't just about what you think, it's also about what you feed your body. Sleep is the soil, nutrition is the sunlight, and movement is the rain. Skip any of those and your garden's gonna throw a full-on tantrum. Like, bro, I'm dying over here. No flowers, just weeds and regrets. Yeah, that's depression, and yeah, you might just be a secret Karen, yelling at your own life for not delivering the service you ordered. Skipping meals, surviving on caffeine, or living off junk food? That's like poisoning your soil. It makes it harder for any flower to grow. Maybe you've lived on energy drinks or skipped breakfasts because you're too busy fighting the world government. But over time, those habits make your mind foggy, your mood unstable, and depression's weeds stronger. Here's the good news: weeds don't stand a chance if you start small. You don't have to flip your entire life upside down overnight. Start with tiny changes, micro habits that water your flowers instead of feeding the weeds. Try this. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb for the first 30 minutes after you wake up. Swap one doom-scrolling session for a quick 5-minute walk outside. Who knows, maybe you'll find a goth baddie out there giving you major vibes. Eat one meal without distractions, really noticing how it tastes and feels. Send a real text to someone you trust even if it feels awkward. Or hey, maybe low-key join a support group or two before you end up finding your own Tyler Durden. Set a bedtime alarm 15 minutes earlier than usual to start winding down. Every small choice is like pulling one weed at a time. It might not feel deep at first, but give it a little time. Your garden? It'll bloom. So yeah, water your flowers, not your breakdowns. Romanticize brushing your teeth. I can smell. Text your bestie before you text your ex. And for the love of mental stability, stay safe out there, and don't let your inner Karen go full manager mode again.